Have you ever had trouble sleeping at night? You toss and turn in bed for a little bit until a thought comes in the back of your mind. There's that one spot in that one video game where I would like to sleep at. I know I've done this several times in the past, and even now when I play video games and notice a spot, I point it out and say, man, I would love to sleep there. So in this video, I'm going to go over a few places in video games that are amazing to sleep at. The first location on our list is the mysterious land of Magickin itself. Just look at it, almost the entire place is covered in pink clouds. These clouds are special, however, and I say this because Nintendo and the denizens of Magickin can walk on these clouds just fine. And since you can walk on these clouds, that also means you can lay down on them without any risk of falling right through them. I'll tell you what, these clouds are probably the softest things that you will ever sleep on, and they cover a good majority of the ground in Magickin, which makes a good portion of the area perfect for sleeping. As for particular spots, there's this fountain on the top left-hand corner of the map. I point this spot out in particular because I like to imagine that it's a regular fountain and water comes down constantly. Now I want you to close your eyes and imagine the background music playing while water is rushing down. I don't know about you guys, but this would put me to sleep fast. The only real problem with this spot is the constant monster sightings throughout Magicant. I mean, you could probably hide from them. If you get into a fight with them though, well, let's just hope that you can use PSI Flash and make them nothing more than a blip on your radar. If you don't feel like sleeping in some random spot at Magicant, then there are also these houses that you can sleep at. I highly doubt these people will just toss you off for the night, so if you want to change the scenery, then these can offer that to you. Of course, you can also stay at Queen Mary's castle. And similarly to the people outside, I highly doubt she'll just toss you off for the night. But there are a few things about this place that make it seem a little less desirable for sleeping. First of all, this place doesn't seem to have any windows, and what kind of a castle doesn't have any windows? How is this place even lit up right now? Maybe there are electronic lights or something. To make matters worse, there's no furniture in the castle besides a throne, and almost every room looks the same. You can also say the homes in the town don't have windows, but at least they have some furniture. Wait a minute, why do the homes have more furniture than the actual castle? Hello, Queen Mary? I know you dreamt this place up, but this is the best your imagination could come up with? Like, damn, you live like this? It's probably not that big of a deal, though. Just pack a sleeping bag, a lava lamp, or a light source of your choosing, and you can completely bypass the limitations of Queen Mary's imagination. Alright, that's all I have to say about Magicant. What's the next destination on our list today? We're going straight to space, I see. Now we're going to be talking about the Gateway from Super Mario Galaxy. First of all, just listen to the music of this place. It's a very soothing track, isn't it? Screw anything on Pandora, this is an amazing song to relax to. I guarantee you I would fall asleep within 20 minutes of listening to this song on repeat. As for specific spots, well, there's plenty of them. There's this spot near the main platform that has a dirt patch and some water next to it. I really dig the atmosphere of this spot. The beautiful looking water on top of the rocks in the middle, the music on top of the potential sounds you can hear from the water, it's just perfect. Or perhaps you would want to sleep on one of the various flower patches throughout the gateway. Let's just ignore the fact that tossing and turning could probably crush the flowers, and let's just pretend that they are very soft and they won't get crushed at all. There are also some butterflies occupying these flower patches, and I wouldn't want this to happen to me per se, but I can only imagine that having butterflies rest on your head adds to the atmosphere. Or perhaps you would want to sleep in one of the various houses on the gateway. This house in particular is very small, you could probably only fit a bed inside. There's something about being a minimalist that is extremely charming, especially in a place like this. No phones, no electronics, just you, the bed, and maybe a glimpse of moonlight coming through your window. And now we have perhaps one of the biggest spots on the gateway, and it's this big platform. And there's one specific reason why I picked this spot. Actually, it doesn't matter where in the gateway you sleep, because when you look up, you are greeted with probably the most gorgeous display I've ever seen in video games. The big platform in the middle just allows you to get a closer look. But just look at it, there are stars everywhere. And if you're really lucky, a moonbeam might shine down onto the platform, giving you this dim spotlight. Just absolutely perfect atmosphere. This is actually the main reason why the Gateway is such an amazing place to sleep at. I could stay here forever, but unfortunately we have to move on to other sleeping spots. Alright, next location. Alright, this time we're going on vacation. We're not just going anywhere though, we're going straight to Serena Beach. Before we go over any specific spots, I want to point out this Pianta that's serving drinks. For me, a nice flavorful drink can help me out when it comes to sleeping. She most likely makes juice, but heck, if you give me one of those candy drinks, I'm set. Now it's time to move on to the actual spots. This place with all the chairs comes to mind. Not only is there a pool of water right in front of the chairs, which the water could add to the ambience, there's also a palm tree really close to this spot. The sounds coming from the rustling leaves in combination with the water sounds, they are very clearly a match for one another. But what if you could take one of these chairs and move it toward the sand on the beach? Just imagine you have your feet in the warm sand while leaning back in your chair. You have a nice, delicious drink right next to you. The warm air is making you even more comfortable. You have sounds of rushing water coming from the ocean. And to top things off, you have this beautiful looking sunset in the distance. And you also have a good view of Pina Park in the background. Yeah, that's all I have to say about Serena Beach. That was a short little vacation, wasn't it? Alright, what's the next destination? For our last destination of the day, we're going to be talking about Luigi's Mansion. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why on earth would you want to sleep in a creepy mansion like this? Also, to add on top of that, it's also old and dusty, and there are plenty of cobwebs everywhere. But hear me out on this one. The main reason as to why Luigi's Mansion is in this video is because of one simple thing: lightning on demand. And if there's lightning here, I also assume that there's thunder, and maybe some rain showers every now and again. Now, if you were to ask me, these combinations of sounds are absolutely soothing. No, really, I often schedule naps when it's supposed to be thunderstorming for this very purpose. Anyway, you can't see lightning in all the rooms, but I bet you can hear thunder wherever you're at. With that being said, let's talk about our first spot. There are actually quite a few spots, so I'll try and make it quick. The first spot on our list is the study. The main reason why I picked the study is because of the rocking chair. And at least to me, a little bit of motion is enough to put me to sleep. There's also a fireplace in the background, which gives this room a cozy vibe to it. The sounds coming from the fireplace alongside the thunder might be a little too off-putting for some people, but I think the fireplace would give out some good background noise while waiting for the next roll of thunder to come around. There's also this chair over here as well. Sleeping at a desk isn't for me personally, but it might be for someone else. The next spot on our list is the master bedroom. The first thing I have to point out is that there's a window that's busted. There are so many problems with this window, but if it's windy outside, you might be able to hear the sound of it pretty easily. And you have this huge bed, which is perfect for those who toss and turn a lot. And it also looks super comfortable. The next spot is the guest room. Despite this being in, well, Luigi's Mansion, this room actually doesn't look too creepy. The atmosphere of this place is great. I love the rug, the wallpaper, the candles, and the lights above. It's just perfect for sleeping. And similar to the previous location, you have this giant bed, and I'm pretty sure this bed is actually bigger than the previous bed, so yeah, you can go nuts with this. And for the final room on our list, we have the sitting room. There's a chair and a couch here, so if you want something to rest on other than the bed, then this is your room. And there's a tea set. If tea helps you fall asleep, well, pour yourself a glass, drink a little bit, and fall right to sleep. Before we conclude, I would like to say one last thing. If these rooms have any light dimmers in them, then it makes the atmosphere so much better. Can you imagine the looks of these rooms when the light is halfway bright? I know, I sure can, and that's some damn good atmosphere. Oh, and about the potential ghosts? Just call Luigi, I'm sure he doesn't mind vacuuming up the ghosts in his own mansion. Now, to the end of the video. Aloha! Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video, I really appreciate that. There were actually a couple more places I wanted to cover in this video, but I wanted to keep this under 10 minutes. I had a lot of fun making this video, so a part 2 might be in the near future. Anyway, if you guys really liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more content like this, then please subscribe to my channel. What would be your favorite spot to sleep in a video game? Let me know in the comments below. Now, if you guys don't mind, I gotta go to bed. Time to imagine that I'm on Serena Beach. Peace.